Hey everybody, Jill here. Today I'm going to show you some of my favorite books for toddlers and preschoolers. First up is our Muddle and Match series. This one allows your little ones to create their own fun, silly stories as they mix and match throughout the book and create some really fun stories with some great alliteration. Next up we have some reusable sticker books. This is all better, and in this one all the animals get boo-boos and they have these reusable band-aids that go on their boo-boos and make them feel all better. We also have a new book in this series, Little Bear Needs Glasses, and in this one, Little Bear's friends share their glasses with him to see what they would look like until he finds out at the end he needs his own pair of glasses. So both of those are a lot of fun. The Curious Case of the Missing Mammoth is a fun one that gives you little bits of facts of information as well as a great story about a mammoth named Teddy who comes alive in a museum with all the other museum characters during the middle of the night, and Teddy goes wandering throughout the museum and gets into all sorts of mischief. There's also a plush version of Teddy that you can get to go along with the book as well. Next up is our Shine a Light series. This is our flashlight books you may have heard of, and in these books you have great nonfiction information, and during it you take your flashlight, I'm going to go to this page, and you shine it behind, and you can see the image. It's hard to see in here because it's really bright in this room. Shine behind, and the rest of the picture comes through. And these are so engaging for kids. They love to play with them in the dark, in tins, at bedtime, and really just anytime. As you can see that shine through. So these are a lot of fun. This one is called A Squirrel's Tale. There's also a Mouse About the House. And this one, the little mouse or squirrel actually goes through the book, and he goes all the way through each page. There's little holes that he goes in and out. This is a great one for fine motor skill development as they have to maneuver the little mouse through all the different holes, our little squirrel, and kids really have a lot of fun playing with that one. We also really love the Big Book of series. These have huge fold-out pictures. These are the bugs. I don't love it. My daughter does. But each of these have great fold-outs that really let kids see up close what some of these animals and creatures and machines and some of the other ones are all about, and it has great nonfiction information in there for them as well. The next set of books I'm going to talk to you about are more kind of storybooks. So this is a great one called I Want to Be. There's I Want to Be a Lion Tamer and I Want to Be an Astronaut. And it just has little tidbits of information about different jobs that your kids could have when they grow up. And it's just a fun way for them to start thinking about all the different things that people do for jobs. So that's a fun story. Then Billy's Underwater Adventure is part of Billy's Adventure series, and this is a favorite in our house. Billy and her best friend Jack go on crazy adventures in preschool where they imagine all sorts of things happening. In this one she turns into a mermaid, and my daughter just absolutely loves this series. A great series for some preschoolers are our phonics series. These are great for kids who are starting to think about reading. They're starting to recognize letters and sounds. So there's all different books in this series, and that's great bedtime stories. They're fun, silly, short. They have the rhyming, and it's a great foundation for starting to read. One of our newer series is the Masked Fairy Tales, and these books actually come with 2 masks that you can wear while you're reading the story. So while you're being the wolf, you can wear the wolf mask. And while you're reading about Little Red Riding Hood, you can wear her mask. So it's very engaging and kids love that. The last set I'm going to talk to you about just really gets the kids' minds going. So you choose. This is great for imagination. Kids get to pick and choose. Where would you want to live? What would you want to live in? What kind of food would you eat? What kind of clothes would you wear? What kind of pet would you have? It sparks a lot of great conversation and really gets kids talking and imagining and making up stories. One of my personal favorites is Count to 100. This has great illustrations. It's got kind of the thicker pages. and it actually starts building some foundations of grouping and multiplications, because it'll say there are 5 groups of 6, so you have 30. So just a really nice book for kids to have as they start counting. Then we have our Lift the Flap series. So there are 3 different series within it: Peek Inside, Look Inside, and See Inside. And they really grow with your child. So the Peek Inside is for the youngest, Look Inside, and then See Inside. And it really depends on your child and their interest. My daughter likes all 3. Some of the information in the See Inside is a little above her at this point, but she still loves playing with the flaps. So lots of different topics available in that one. Another flat book option is the Lift the Flaps. And the opposites, we have first math, words, colors, numbers. I feel like I'm forgetting some. So there's a lot of options in this. And these are great ways to engage your children while they're learning different topics. And these really keep my daughter engaged. We send them with her to preschool for quiet time, and she loves them. So those are some of my favorites for toddlers and preschools. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later.